Hi, this is Joanna, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how the proportion of your body can make a difference in your yoga pose. And what I mean by proportion is the length, in this case, of my thigh and how it relates to the length of my torso, and how that affects, for me, a standing twist pose. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how high my leg comes when I sit. Okay, so when I bring my left leg in, and bring it as far as I can, and then lengthen up through my spine, and then put my arm forward. So if my arm is straight out from my shoulder, there's a gap here. I don't know if you can see this. There's a gap between my knee and the bottom of my arm. So why does that matter? Well, I'll show you. So I'm going to come into a standing twist pose. So I'm going to bring my left leg forward. And the instruction here to come into the twist is to take my right arm and extend it up and then lengthen my spine and then fold forward and then hook my elbow around my knee. Well, you see what happens. The length of my knee, my thigh, isn't long enough for me to hook my elbow easily. So in order to keep my spine straight, I can't hook my elbow. What I could do is bring my arm back like this, and I might even be able to bend my elbow if I kind of round my back a little bit and get my elbow down here, and then come into this. So I can accomplish this pose. But what's happening is I'm really rounding through my back and shoulders, and I'm not creating length in my spine. So for me, this pose is going to work better not by hooking my elbow, but by placing my arm down and keeping that length going through my spine. So this is the pose for me. Now it might not look as kind of pretty as this is, but I'm actually getting kind of crunched in through my spine here. And there are people for whom this would probably be even a much more painful pose if their leg was even shorter compared to their torso. So that is the kind of thing that I'm going to be teaching in a workshop at Tucson Yoga in April, the 18th through the 20th of 2020. And this is work that was popularized by Paul Grilli, and I'm very excited to be able to share the anatomy for yoga and how your personal anatomy affects your yoga practice and how you may need to modify things to make them work for you rather than adjusting your body to make the pose look a certain way but actually have maybe injurious or just ineffective experience for your body. So I would love for you to join me if you have ever questioned how a pose feels and it doesn't quite fit you or feel right, and we can learn how to make it, how you can make the pose fit you instead of you fitting the pose.